Thank you for giving me this opportunity. For sure, inclusion is the key. So when you include women in any decision making, that's the key. And in Jotun, we mainly focus on inclusion, diversity, not just to get the woman on board, we have to include them in the decision maker in many things. So this is the key. So it's three steps. First of all, you create the good environment for the women. Then you give them the opportunity to perform. Then you recognize. So you have to be fair, give them the opportunity. And once they achieve something, you have to recognize their achievement. That's the only way that women can showcase and improve their presence in the organization. Jotun globally and Jotun in Pakistan, we do have some steps that we are following. So Jotun globally, we aim to have 30% contribution of female as a managers. That's by 2030. In Pakistan, we do have so far 10%, and we are aiming to reach by 30% by 2030. This is first. Second, we do have a target to achieve at least 20% of the female contribution overall in the organization. Okay. So far in Pakistan, we are at 14%, and we are aiming to achieve more than 20% by 2026. So it's two things actually, the industry, what we are operating on, and the culture of the people, or the mindset. So when it comes to the mindset, we are doing our best to change this mindset, to give them more opportunity to women to participate in many things. And the industry, what we are working on. So the industry, what we are on now, it's like manufacture and paint industry and all of this. But what we do as an extra miles, we do have now an operator in the warehouse. She's a woman. We do have salespeople even. She's a lady now. She joined in Islamabad. And we encourage the woman to work the profile, or to work the complexity of the men who do. So let's say multicolor technician, for example, who sit in the machine and do some tinting, that now we have one lady who's doing this in the operation in the factory. So just give them the opportunity, and then it will improve by the time. We provide lots of training. So we have a training module which is calling the inclusion and diversity. And within that training, we showcase what's the main steps that any organization has to follow to get more contribution of the women. And we give them freedom, or we protect the women in the organization as well. So in Jotun, there is no tolerance in any harassment or anything which is affecting the woman contribution in the organization. As I said, the training and lots of session has been done. And also show by example, or lead by example, we showcase some examples from other units, especially in Scandinavian or Europe, as Jotun is a Norwegian company. So over there, they have lots of women in the managerial skills. And we showcase what's the impact of this contribution of the percentage of women to the organization, what's the impact of the numbers, or the impact of the profitability, and the mindset, what they add to the organization. So that's what we are encouraging now, and it's increasing in Jotun Pakistan now. So the contribution of women and the decision maker, what women can give so far in Jotun Pakistan, is increasing trend, and we find that there is lots of new ideas, and we showcase this from time to time, and we do lots of recognition. So if any woman or any lady in any department has done some improvements, so we have something called Penguin Challenge internally, and if the woman has done any improvement in the organization, we give her the opportunity. Once we have this information meeting, we give her the opportunity to speak up and to raise her voice, what she has done, and she showcase examples and what improvement and what's the benefit for her and for the company as well. So we showcase lots of that, and we have shoot even a couple of videos of the women working in the operation to give some feedback, or to give some encouragement of the woman overall and what they have done. My answer will be in two parts. The first part, the learning which I have seen from the first meeting. So the first meeting, I saw lots of example from the other organization, what they have done to the women, and actually I learned a lot from that, which I try to replicate that in my organization now, it was very good learning for me. So we need more to showcase or some examples what successful things the other organization has done, and then we can replicate it in our organization. The second, if Champion of Change can develop or can have a platform or something to give us more contribution when we do any recruitment. So sometimes we do a recruitment and we need more CVs when it comes to a woman's managerial skills or something. So we always ask them, they give us some CVs, but we need to improve that. Not as a recruitment company, but to give us some leads where we can find a good candidate as a woman and to include them in our organization. When we do have these interactive sessions with the Champion of Change, we send lots of people from our organization to attend a training session with Champion of Change, and also they give us lots of ideas what we do to improve our contribution of females. So that's a very big adding value to our organization actually, and we are aiming for more in future, inshallah. Yeah, so it's two parts, my personal experience and as a Jotun. So personal experience, for example, my daughter, she's playing football and she's 10 years old. So lots of people are saying that football is only for boys or for men, but however, she's performing well and she has lots of matches and all of this. She like it. And I gave her the opportunity and then she's performing. As a Jotun, we do have lots of something called sports day or value days. So during this sports day, we do lots of activities. So let's say 1 week back, we have done this sports day or in Jotun, Pakistan, and we rent a court for cricket and paddle. And we do lots of groups, and even the women's, they contribute in cricket and paddles. So just give them the opportunity to perform, and once they get this opportunity, they put themselves in a condition that they need to perform much well to prove that they have the skills to be better than or to contribute or to do well in this thing. So when we give them the opportunity, yeah, in the beginning they were struggling, but later on they was performing very well. So just give them the opportunity, change the mindset that this sport or this things is for men. Give them the opportunity and see how they perform. So it's like skill will. Some of them, they do have lots of skill and the will to do this. Give them the opportunity, they perform great. That's the things that I'm giving a message to everyone. Just give the opportunity to the women to perform and then evaluate. Don't judge from the beginning. Yes, for sure. That's 100%. Even in my kids' school, you do have a program called hosting. So sometimes someone is traveling to another country and being hosted by this this family, let's say, in some other country, and you learn them how to do sports in a different way. So sharing the experience from country to country is very effective, because to improve the skills in sports, it's not a physical things. It's also adding as like preparation, dieting, lots of experience. So that's you get it or you gain it once you're sharing the experience from outside and to see how is the world overall performing and adding more values. Yeah. Things which I have seen in Pakistan, which I was not expecting actually. First, I found lots of ladies driving motorbike, which it was not in my expectation. I thought it's a very closed community, but at the end, no, I found that ladies can drive. Sometimes you do it yourself painting. So I found ladies who paint their homes by themselves. I got to know that there is some, it's not that big range, but small range, like a lady, she's a painter. So she can do some small job to paint some houses and all of this. So in my thought before stepping to Pakistan, that the ladies is not having any chance or they are more closed than other countries. But when I step in, no, they have a good opportunity and the country in a good direction or in a good way to improve this or to increase their participation in the country. As I said, this driving, delivery, I saw lots of ladies now working in many shops and many retail places. Yeah, culture is different from place to place. So Lahore to Karachi to Islamabad is different, but that's common in any country. But again, sharing the experience from other countries is very effective. I have been to many countries before. What's special in Lahore? It's the food, as we said. Hospitality is good. So if you go to any restaurant, the hospitality is very good. One more, which is good in Lahore, like the people, they appreciate the foreigners. So this is a good thing actually. So they appreciate the foreigners and nationality-wise. In Lahore is more than some other city when it comes to appreciating the diversity and the inclusion. So I can see Lahore here, Lahore and yeah, even Islamabad and Karachi, like people is more into diversity and they can open more job for women. Even in our organization, when we had the CVs or a job opportunity in Lahore versus Islamabad, for example, we find lots of CVs comes from Lahore as a woman. Okay, versus Islamabad. Islamabad is not that much. I'm not sure, maybe because of our industry, but in Lahore, no, we got lots of CVs actually.